Good morning, Vinyl community. It's me, JC. Hopefully today you guys are having an amazing morning because we are going to talk about one of the greatest country musicians of all time and one of my favorite artists, Johnny Cash. Today we're going to rank the American studio recordings. So one day maybe, Johnny Cash has got about 70 records, so it's way too much to do a ranking of his entire collection. But what I figured I would probably do is rank the American records, and then maybe at some point do my top 10 Johnny Cash records. So let's start off with Johnny Cash, the American recordings. If you guys like my videos, please remember to hit the like and subscribe button, and you'll be notified every time I drop a video. So here we go. All right, so coming in at number 7 is going to be the Johnny Cash record, 100 Highways. So I think this came out shortly after his death, or right before he died. No, probably shortly after his death. It's got a great song on it, God's Gonna Cut You Down. I mean, that song alone is worth the purchase. His voice is very frail and fragile on this album, but it's where, obviously where he was at that point in his life. June Carter had died, and he tried to record as much as he possibly could before he passed away. So, I think this came out right around the time he died or right after he died, but we can do some research on that. So 100 Highways comes in at number 7. At number 6, Ain't No Grave. Once again, a great record. This came out after his death. The song Ain't No Grave, I want to get a tattoo of that one day. There ain't no grave that can hold my body down. So good. A little picture of him as a child here. Just go get it, guys. It's amazing. Now we're really going to get into kind of the cream of the crop of his American recordings. These are all albums that were recorded were released. Obviously, they're all recorded before he died, but these were all released before he passed away. And I know that this is probably some people's favorite, and I do love it because it had the big Hurt song on it, Hurt. And this is When the Man Comes Around. My favorite track on this is definitely When the Man Comes Around. It's such a great song. This album, he was obviously already a superstar, but a lot of people that never listened to Johnny Cash started listening to him with this record, obviously. And you can see why. It's a great record. It's considered a classic. So next on the list, and this is going to be number 4, is Johnny Cash 3, Solitary Man. The Neil Diamond song, Solitary Man, that's named after, which is a great track. But he does a cover of One by U2 on here, which is just amazing. And he does a Nick Cave cover, The Mercy Seat, which I love Nick Cave, but man, I think Johnny Cash's version is better. And that's one of my favorite Nick Cave songs, but I give it to Johnny Cash. I really think he made it his own. So good. All right, so that was number 4. I think that was number 4. I lose track sometimes. Next on the list, number 3, Johnny Cash Unearthed. This giant, enormous box set. I think it's got like 9 records in here or something. It's just absolutely immense. If you want to take a look at this bad Larry, this weighs feels like it weighs like 10 pounds. Just awesome. Now he does songs with Fiona Apple on here. He does songs with Nick Cave, Joe Strummer. To me, my favorite track on here is a cover of the song Wichita Lineman. Just freaking awesome. And that's Unearthed, and that comes in at number 3. All right, guys, so now we're down to the top 2. And this is the record that I got into Johnny Cash. Now, I love Johnny Cash, but I will be completely honest. I'm not going to act like one of those people that didn't get into him before the American records. And I got into him, believe it or not, because I was a huge Danzig fan. You might be sitting there like, what's the correlation between Danzig and Johnny Cash? Well, Misfits, Samhain, and Danzig probably at the time of this release in the mid-90s were my 3 favorite bands, if you'd ask me. And Glenn Danzig wrote a song for Johnny Cash on here called 13. And I had to buy this because I'm like, well, I need to own everything that Glenn Danzig ever did. And man, was I blown away by this record. And then, obviously I got into Folsom Prison Blues. I got that record, and Orange Blossom Special, and some of the really old Sun records. And before you know it, I had amassed a collection of about 90 Johnny Cash records. Unfortunately, most of them I did sell. I did hold on to the Americans and some of my favorite vinyl pressings of the early stuff. But this here is what got me into Johnny Cash. Tennessee Stud and 13. Listen to those two tracks. Just amazing. All right. And last but not least, you guys probably figured that this was going to be it. Cash American 2 record, Unchained. Just freaking amazing record. You gotta love this one. Rusty Cage was a big hit for him on here. But Southern Accents is my jam. That's the song. You guys know I love Tom Petty. Go listen to that one. And obviously Tom Petty plays on this record, so any Heartbreaker fan should have it. But it's my number one Johnny Cash American recording. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed my video. Hopefully I'll go thrifting tonight, find some cool stuff. I will talk to you soon. Peace. Rock out.